Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The Trump administration announced Iran will be subject to weapons inspections as part of a comprehensive peace deal, despite Iran's assertion that negotiators made no new commitments during the first round of talks. Jeff Murdoch and Vaughn Cockayne report Vice President J.D. Vance said Iran had agreed to allow International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors to examine its nuclear sites. He said the move was part of a good foundation for a successful final deal to end the war, which began nearly 4 months ago. However, an Iranian foreign ministry spokesperson denied that negotiators had agreed to allow IAEA inspectors back into the country. Iran expelled those inspectors last June after the U.S.-Israeli effort to bomb its largest uranium enrichment sites. The Treasury Department cited Iran's apparent commitment to allow the inspectors and the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz as justification for issuing a temporary license that allows Iran to sell previously sanctioned oil. House Energy and Commerce Committee leaders have announced a bipartisan deal on a children's online safety package that has stalled in the chamber for years. Lindsay McPherson reports Committee Chairman Brett Guthrie and Ranking Member Frank Pallone said they've spent months working across the aisle and have now found common ground on policies to significantly improve the digital environment for kids. The legislation, known as the KIDS Act, would set a federal floor for online safety and privacy standards for minors that states can't override, while allowing states to also enact laws that exceed those standards. The bill could unlock enough support to pass the House, but it still faces competition with a Senate proposal that takes a different approach. In Great Britain, Andy Burnham is poised to replace outgoing Prime Minister Keir Starmer after Starmer's not unexpected resignation. Mike Glenn reports Burnham was sworn in as a member of Parliament representing the Manchester area just hours after Starmer announced his resignation amid dwindling poll numbers and growing frustration over his government's economic and immigration policies. Burnham then quickly announced his intention to seek the leadership of Britain's ruling Labour Party. Starmer was battled by his appointment of Peter Mandelson as ambassador to the United States, despite Mandelson's close ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Starmer said he would remain as prime minister until a new party leader is selected. The process is likely to conclude before lawmakers return from a summer recess on September 1st. President Trump's attempt to renovate the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool hasn't gone to plan. Susan Ferricchio reports the president announced contractors would drain and repair the pool just days after the project was finished at a cost of more than $14 million. The move comes after large pieces of the blue rubbery paint on the pool's bottom have peeled off and floated to the surface, as well as the return of green algae in the pool's stagnant water. Trump used contractors that had done work for him before and outside the normal bidding process, including one who was a campaign donor. He's the third consecutive president to encounter problems restoring the century-old rectangular pool. And finally, even as the Pentagon looks to jumpstart shipbuilding and invest in traditional assets, a revolution in sea drones and other unmanned systems is changing naval power in real time. That transformation and all the challenges that come with it will be the focus of a special Washington Times event Wednesday at the U.S. Navy Memorial in Washington. Threat Status National Security Team members, including editor Guy Taylor and correspondent Ben Wolfgang, will be a part of the event. A key topic will also be the Trump administration's proposed $65.8 billion for the Navy to build new ships while modifying and repurposing existing ones. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
You can never have too many tools? Shop DeWalt deals at Lowe's. Get a free Select DeWalt 20-Volt Max Power Tool when you buy a Select 20-Volt Max 5-amp-hour battery kit. Plus, get a free additional DeWalt 20-Volt Max 8-amp-hour battery when you buy a DeWalt 10-inch 20-Volt Max dual-bevel compounded miter saw. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.